The security guard stops Max and says, "Sir, we're working here. You can't go inside." Max angrily pushes the guard aside and says, "Do you know who I am? How dare you try to stop me? Your boss is my wife." Hearing this, the guard quickly turns to the boss and says, "I didn't know. I'm sorry." The boss stands politely and says, "It's okay. You may go." The guard nods and replies, "All right, boss," and walks away. Max happily turns to his wife and says, "Mom and my sister came to see you." Then he adds, "Mom, little sister, come sit here." Linda turns to her secretary and says, "I need to handle a family matter. Please continue your work." The secretary politely answers, "All right, boss," and leaves. Max's sister says, "Sister-in-law, you're about to have a baby, and you're still working?" Linda smiles and says, "What can I do, little sister? There's a lot of work at the company these days." The mother-in-law excitedly says, "Dear, look at how big your belly is. You must be having twins." Linda responds, "Please sit down. I'll bring you some hot tea." Her husband stops her and says, "Honey, no need. We actually came to talk about something important." Linda smiles. "What's so important that you all came to my office?" Max's sister quickly adds, "Yes, sister-in-law. Our family is going through some difficulties. You're married to my brother now, so we're all one family." The mother-in-law agrees. "Yes, dear. One family shouldn't keep things separate. We were thinking, could you help us a little financially?" Linda looks confused. "Mom? Little sister? What happened? Is something wrong at home?" Max smiles a bit and says, "Honey, there's something I never told you. Before our wedding, the $288,000 dowry I gave you, I borrowed all of it from relatives and friends. Even before that, we already had some debt. Altogether, we owe $800,000. Could you help pay off this debt?" Linda is shocked. "Are you serious? You never said anything like this before the wedding. I'm pregnant, and now you're telling me this? And what if I say no?" Max angrily says, "If you don't agree, return the dowry and everything that came with it. If you won't help me through this, I'll leave and work somewhere else until I make the money back. And don't call me when the baby is born." Linda answers firmly, "Do you realize this is basically deceiving someone into marriage? I can't accept this." His sister gets upset. "Sister-in-law, how can you say that? If our family hadn't accepted you, would we have taken on such debt? What's wrong with asking for a little support now?" Linda replies, "Tell me, who doesn't spend money on a wedding? If it was too expensive, you shouldn't have gotten married. And now you expect me to ask my parents for money to pay your debts? That's impossible." The mother-in-law quickly says, "Just think of it as a loan. We'll pay you back in the future." Linda turns to her. "I will never give this money. You're older. Your daughter doesn't have a stable job. Your household has no financial security at all. And my baby is about to be born. I will have many expenses ahead." Max then angrily says, "If you don't give us the money, I'll divorce you." Linda, stunned, says, "I never imagined you could say something so shameless. Everything you all just said, I've recorded it. I'm reporting this to the police." Hearing this, the mother-in-law becomes furious. "I'll make your life miserable. I'll ruin your reputation at the company." Linda replies firmly, "If I'm not mistaken, the house you're all living in was bought by my parents before I got married. I'm giving you one day. Move out of my house immediately." Max stands up angrily and says, "I'm staying in that house. I'd like to see how you plan to kick me out." Linda, full of anger, says, "You truly have no shame at all." Then she turns to the viewers. "Tell me, was I right to remove such selfish people from my home? Give your opinion in the comments.